Welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got a good one for you guys. For real. Another development team from a certain region in the world has decided to scam their customers. In my opinion. Let's jump right in. Boom! Escape from Tarkov. One of the worst managed games in the history of gaming has managed to do it again. They've released, or going to release, I think it's out by now, a PvE game mode with full progression and no wipes if you pay another $100 on top of your Edge of Darkness edition, which most people in the game have, which they conveniently aren't selling anymore. Right? It's a massive rug pull, guys, okay? Battlestate Games is doing a massive rug pull. So, to set this up a little bit first, I have to go into the Wayback Machine to go and show you the original website, alright? Boom. So this is the website before yesterday, or the day before that, like 2 days ago. Now, by now, it's Sunday. So you have your pleb edition, right? $50. I also paid $40 for it back in the day when the game first came out, when we didn't realize the depth of the incompetence that rules supreme at Battlestate Games, right? Let's not even talk about, well, no, we will talk about all of the cheaters, for example. You had the next one, right? Gave you a little bit of an increased stash size compared to this version, and a little bit more of the equipment and resources that you started out with every wipe. Then you had what you would say is the second to the top, right? Again, greatly increased stash size, more stuff, and you get some standing with the traders. And then you had the Edge of Darkness edition, the EOD edition, the one you cannot get anymore. This one had the biggest stash, the most resources that you start. Again, you start out with a bunch of stuff in your stash depending on the edition you were, and even more standing with all traders. This was $150. This also, make note, came with free access to all subsequent DLCs. Within quotations, a season pass. So, when you release a new game mode in your game that people bought for $150 that said free access to all subsequent DLCs, we take that to mean if you make a new game mode in your game that we already paid for, we're gonna get that. But in Mother Russia, this is not true, okay? Go fuck off, pleb. You want PvE? You pay another 100 euros, okay? there it is. Here, 250 fucking euros for a game that is not finished, hasn't been finished in 8 years plus of development, cannot get a single patch to go through without breaking a million other things, cannot for the life of them do anything about cheaters at all. Like, this is one of the most cheat infested games in history on the planet. Alright? You go into a raid, there's like an 80% chance you have a cheater in your raid, right? You will see a cheater in your raid, or you won't even see them, right? Because a lot of the cheaters, they just hoover up the loot and fuck off. Almost every single raid, it's insanely bad. They've done nothing about it, seemingly, because it doesn't get better, right? In fact, it's getting worse. There's many channels, like Very Bad Scav, I forgot the other guy's name. I suck at names. That like constantly, their entire content is showing you cheaters, alright? Like, you can just go to one of their channels and watch hours and hours of footage of people being caught cheating. It's absolutely ridiculous. So now they brought you You don't want to deal with the cheaters? It's fine. Play offline, man. You can even play offline with your friends. It's offline. Well, offline. You know, it's co-op, single player. Sorry, not offline. Single player. It's single player. You can play co-op, blah, blah, blah. But you're gonna need to pay us another $100 because we released this garbage game called Arena not too long ago, and we're broke as fuck. I'm guessing. Right? I'm guessing. Because Arena was a joke, right? I mean, what a surprise. The people who can't release a full game, 8 years in development, that is utterly broken. For some reason, it has like a giant cult following, right? But guys, there's many better games out there. I want to make sure that everyone that watches this video knows you do not have to pay 250 euros, right, for a garbage dev team that are essentially scamming you, because they are scamming you. This is the definition of a scam. You paid for one thing, they're giving you something completely different. That's a fucking scam. I don't have any problem saying that. And you don't need to pay these. There's this thing called Single Player Tarkov, SPT. I highly recommend you go Google it, alright? It's Tarkov offline, but not run by imbeciles. There's many mods for it. There's even a co-op mod, so you can play with your friends. You don't need to pay 250 euros to a bunch of scammers in Russia. Okay? Not at all, right? Just pay. You do need the actual game to make SPT run, so just pay like the cheapo version. Wait till it's inevitably going on sale, because these guys just basically shot themselves. Just wait for it to go on sale, buy the trash edition, and then never go online, right? And they're like, oh, we're gonna ban you if you play SPT. Yep, bro, nobody wants to play your shitty game, man. We just want your files so we can then go play the real game, right? By the people who actually care about the game, right? So go play SPT, or MPT as the co-op mod is called. Right, go find those. They're easily found. And give the big FU to Nikita and his scamming cronies. Anyway, sorry, bit of a rant. So, here it is. You get access to a PvE co-op mode with persistent progression. Progression will not be reset with wipes. An even bigger stash. Expanded PMC pockets, which is the stuff the enemy can't see, so even bigger. That's like really, this is even, all of this is pay to win, by the way. Like, obviously. You get even more standing, more slots on the in-game auction house. Essentially on the auction house. You get a unique in-game melee weapon, which it's a knife. It looks, who cares? I know there's a bunch of Counter-Strike people that are losing their minds right now. It's just a skin, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody should give a fuck. I'll put it that way. And also, hey, free access to all subsequent DLCs. We've heard that one before, right? But clearly, this is a lie, because arbitrarily these guys aren't getting that. Funny how that works out, right? It's almost like you're scammers. Crazy. And then again, additional equipment and resources in the stash. Obviously, right? Obviously, since when you play Tarkov, if you have the EOD version, your safety box is bigger than a non-EOD version, right? And the safety box is, you can put items in there, and when you inevitably get killed by a cheater or someone better than you, right? That's the thing, though. There's so many cheaters in this game. You hear it left and right, and you actually encounter cheaters. Like, you see somebody like just speed on by and stuff, or loot through walls. Like, okay, guy, right? But there's so many of them that even when you get killed by a legitimate person, the back of your head is instantly, is this guy cheating? Because you cannot trust anyone that plays in that game, because the developers are useless. So it's like, even when you're an EOD version, right, you're still gonna get killed by cheaters. But if you're an EOD version, or in this case now I don't even know what this is called, the Unheard edition. Oh, that's an ironic name for a scam. Holy hell. I lost my train of thought now. Because the Unheard edition. Wait. Your scam is called the Unheard edition? Holy hell. People don't buy it, you'll be the Unheard. Like, for real. And you should be mocked for all eternity. Yeah, but when you your safety box is bigger, so when you get killed by a cheater, you will actually not quote-unquote lose as much. Obviously, everything else is gone, right? But if you find something that's like worth a lot, like, I don't know, a GPU or something, you stick that in your don't loot box and you're good. And these pay-to-win versions get a much bigger box, right? So not only do you get way better stash at the start, so you're already ahead, you even get like this giant fucking container that people usually grind for. Like, that's the first thing they do, they grind for it, and this conversion just gives you that. And then people was like, oh, but it's not pay to win, it's pay for convenience. Yeah, that's exactly what pay to win is, right? Like, it's so dumb, dude. My god. Obviously, everyone hated this. So, boom. PvE mode, a unique feature which is available only for the owners of the Unheard Edition. We will keep you updated on new features exclusive for EOD owners. Oh god, this is so bad. Scary. Obviously, instantly community noted, right? People are pissed because this is not a unique feature. It's a DLC. You're adding to a game that people paid a price for in the understanding that they would get everything subsequently released for that game. When this obviously didn't happen, I've never seen the EFT community on fire like this much. It was a clusterfuck when Arena released, right? Because Arena is a joke, right? An absolute utter disaster. But that is, I honestly, I was saying it when Arena was coming out. I'm not gonna lie. When you, as a gaming company, can't even release your game fully, and you're already working on another game, what does that say, really? Like, these guys have been useless from the get-go, right? They somehow lucked their way into being one of the first, because they're not the first, extraction shooters, and people were like, oh, this is kind of cool, and they stuck with it because it's like essentially one of the first. There's gonna be a bunch of options in terms of like escape from tarkov from actual developers, right? And not these posers that are just in it for your money, all right, and can't figure out a patch for the life of them. The red flags were there already, guys. Like, let's be real, all right? To me, this doesn't really come as too much of a surprise. But I can understand, obviously, if you paid $150 for a game with the understanding that, oh, all subsequent DLCs are going to be free, and then these scumbag developers come out and be like, oh yeah, that's not a DLC, it's a unique feature. Motherfucker. No, it's not. Like, insane, dude. And obviously, right, other gaming developers were like, oh, we gotta make a joke about this, bro. So there was this game. I'm just gonna click on it, you're gonna immediately see, right? don't run ahead of the train, okay? So the Arena Breakout Infinite game, which is having a beta coming up in May, taking in all homeless shooter looters. With a big wave goodbye to Tarkov today, we're here to welcome you to Kimona. If this video gets 5,000 retweets, 10,000 more test slots will be added to our servers. Don't tell the boss. Escape from ... Welcome to Kimona. Which is... That's a fantastic rip, alright? But... Here's the thing about... I wanna say something. No, I'm just gonna say it. Here's the thing about Russian developers, a la Battlestate game, and I'm gonna say it, a la the day before developers, fantastic. If you call out their obvious bullshit, they're gonna be pissed. And they were. Have a nice 20-minute adventure in the blatant plagiarist game, in and out. They posted this on their main account. This is the official Battlestate account. Like, this is not a joke. The developer, whoever runs this Twitter account, Literally. I cannot believe this happened. I honestly cannot believe this happened. It's... How could you be so brain dead, so tone deaf to actually post this and think this is going to be good for you? You literally just pulled the rug on almost all of your players. Because I have played Tarkov for a little bit, and I noticed I was one of the only dumbasses with the cheaper... Well, not dumbasses. In retrospect, I was the smart one, okay? But I was one of the only people with the cheap version, okay? Almost everyone you see, everyone that came to the stream that was like helping me out, trying to get me to learn the game, because the game is really hard, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's actually a really interesting setup, right? It's just mismanaged by a bunch of imbeciles that are the developers. Well, slash criminals, right? Because this can't be legal. This cannot be legal in any sense of the word. It's insane. But everyone that plays this game in a more hardcore manner, I should say, did buy the EOD version, right? Most of them for the security box. Like I said, it's pay to win. But with the understanding, all subsequent DLCs, you're gonna get them. And they didn't. They literally just... They pulled the version off like a month or two ago and then put this new version up and be like, oh, you want PvE? You want this new game mode that is clearly of the same game? It's just offline, or not offline, on your own private server? Yeah, that's 100 extra euros, guys. How about no? You know? How about it's time for you to die? And then you, I mean, escape from Tarkov, not the developers. Don't do anything crazy, guys. Disavow. And then, because of all of the backlash, they threw you a bone. I'm immediately gonna translate this into what they're actually saying, alright? So we're gonna just follow along, read what it says, and then I'll translate for you what it says. Hello, Tarkov citizens. To laugh at the owners of the EOD version and their ridiculous non-importance and useless role in the EFT universe, we plan to throw you a few bones that will inevitably, but that will have nothing on what we should give you, and will not be in no way compared to what we promised to give you earlier. Faster return of insured items, pay to win. Increased personal trader buying limits, pay to win. Increased basic PMC karma, when it will be implemented, because obviously, you know, it's only been 8 years in the making, guys. This game is definitely not finished, right? It's not even released. It's not even 1.0. It's still in beta right now. Access to unique hideout crafts, increased basic charisma skill, a special quest line with increased bucket side as a reward, ability to skip 2 daily quests, not 1, 2 daily quests per day, free of charge. It's not really free of charge. You paid 150 bucks for it. Unique dog tag, unique armband, a unique set of clothing, unique legacy device, and here it comes. High priority matching for EOD owners for 6 months. Implying, if you don't pay a lot of money, you get to wait. You're not as important. You pay 50 bucks, you can wait 5 minutes. You paid 150 bucks, you can wait 2 minutes. You pay 250 bucks, you get in immediately. And then the worst part, access to offline PvE for EOD owners for 6 months. They can't eat. They put a time limit on their apology. Their apology is, go fuck yourself, have 6 months of a trial, and then pay us the goddamn money. Bro, if you're an EOD owner, I understand why you are pissed off right now, dude. But here's the thing, alright? Here's the takeaway that we should all have of this. Okay? Do not give terrible companies and shady Russian developers your money. You're welcome. Like, it's that simple, guys. This was shady from the get-go. I gave them my money too, right? But then when the new editions came out and like this EOD nonsense, super pay to win, in my opinion. They've proven what they were many times over. They're incompetent, they're money hungry, And due to their incompetence, I'm guessing, right? This is speculation, right? Due to their incompetence, they ran their company into the ground by making a garbage game while making a garbage game, and then just pissed away all their money and goodwill. I think this is a really dumb effort in an attempt to generate some revenue. It's clearly gonna fail because they're really dumb and they literally rug pulled all of the EOD owners, which again, I'm pretty sure is going to be most of the people that actually play Tarkov. Because there's a lot of people that they start playing Tarkov and a week later, they stop. And not because it's too difficult, right? I actually love that it's so difficult, right? I love the single player mod, for example. Yeah, go ahead and ban my account from EFT, guys. I play single player Tarkov. I'll never play your garbage ever again. All right? Full of cheaters, dude. Like you cannot play that and not notice it's full of cheaters. It's buggy. It looks ugly as well. Like, go play. I cannot stress this enough, guys. Go play single player Tarkov. Go play SPT. Go download some visual mods. Go download some interesting stuff. The game looks 100 times better. It runs 100 times better. And again, as it's a mod, entirely free. So the developers aren't even trying to scam you. I feel very badly for the EOD owners. You guys got 100%. You guys got scammed. And sadly, because Russia is essentially North Korea when it comes to international law, nothing's gonna happen. Right? It's like, good luck, you know? Good luck getting anything done. The only thing we can hope for is that this game and this company dies really quickly and that they get shunned out of the development industry. These people do not belong in our sphere, and I think we should start gatekeeping. Right? I really do. Like, you gotta run these guys out of the community, dude. This is downright criminal. That's it. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll be back next time when something dumb happens, and we're gonna rant about it. Welcome to the channel. Peace the fuck out, guys. I love you.